Rowdy Weekend Group, sweetie.
Yes.
They are ready. It's Friday, June 9th, and they are ready for the weekend. I like it.
Weekend ready. All geared up, everybody.
Yes, we're ready for the weekend as well around here.
Me, I am ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the summer. I'm ready.
Yes, me too. And you're traveling this weekend.
I am traveling this weekend.
Okay, I'll hold down the fort.
Will you? Yeah. Are you gonna be? Do you want to watch my kids?
she did say to me at one point. She said last time we traveled, she left before we traveled. I'm not going on this trip.
Right.
Last time I went to Niagara Falls, and she called me, and I said on the air, I said she called me to ask if I could go by the house and get her retainer for her apartment.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's important.
And I did. So anything you need while you're away. Yes. Do you need me to watch the kids?
No, I mean, no.
I've never
really.
watched kids. Well, anything you need, I'm always here.
Thank you very much. Finally in the 90s. Finally.
Yeah.
Bold.
Yeah.
That's a bold statement I just made. Not actually knowing what temperature it is outside, because I'm in here where it's a balmy 52.
You know.
Yes.
So it'll be hot over the weekend here in New York City, but
did you see some of the Comey?
Oh, so
some of the Comey. Do you like that we?
I did see some of the Comey. The hearing the former FBI director had yesterday, James Comey. I can't even imagine what's in this man's mind, and having to determine what he can say in an open hearing, live broadcast around the world, versus what he knows that's classified.
Exactly.
And having to draw that line.
Watching him draw that line was fascinating. I found it riveting. Aren't you glad that we have irreverent jobs? I was like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have any access to classified information, because I would blab it. I would tell you. Don't give me classified info, because I'll tell you.
But I've always wondered that if anyone is, you're in the CIA or you do know secrets and classified information, I mean, and you're married and you have to have a bottle of wine at some point, and your husband or your wife, you're laying in bed, and doesn't the conversation...
I happen to know this. I happen to know this answer.
Are you in the CIA?
I am in the CIA.
I'm a CIA
operative. No, my father-in-law was, he worked for Special Operations Command. He was a civilian, but he had access to highly sensitive classified information. And over the years, because he retired 20 years ago almost, and as things became declassified, he would then tell us about them. He would tell us about things he was involved in Panama or Turkey or wherever. And I said, what about Mom? Like, Mom, weren't you worried? She's like, I never knew what he was doing. And he said, you don't tell your family because you don't want to compromise, first of all, national security, and you don't want your family to be compromised.
I see. So that is deep down inside of you. You know that it is dangerous to your loved ones. I
would assume that when I married into the family, it was probably my father-in-law's worst nightmare, and could have been why he retired. Oh, we've got a talker. My youngest son married a talker.
Well, she's never said a thing, so nothing to worry about.
He's never said anything to me.
And she knows nothing. She doesn't know a thing.
But it's really interesting when you think about that. Just to have that perspective is that these people don't tell their spouses what they're doing.
It is fascinating. My grandfather was a two-star general in the Army, and he would travel, and we'd be at the house for Christmas or birthdays and things like that, and I'd ask him questions about the trip, and he would stop at a certain point and not be able to go into it. And not elaborate. And it's the most fascinating thing in the world. But yes, well, I was glued to it, and it's extremely compelling. Although just to go back, you mentioned the heat earlier.
Yes.
It's really hot in some parts of the country.
Yes, it is.
Arizona. Windshields are exploding in Arizona because of the heat. They're popping.
That's my kind of heat.
You like that?
I do.
This is really hot. This is the mercury reaching 106 in southern Arizona. The 11th straight day of 99 degrees or higher, it says.
That's when you walk to your car and you you can actually make your belt one thing tighter because you've lost weight walking 3 feet to your car. It's that dry heat. It just evaporates right off your body. It's really interesting.
I think that's a draw, actually, because you can lose that kind of weight just walking to your car. That's the good news, though. If you're watching in that region, there's a cold front coming. It's coming on Monday. It's going to be 95. Woof. Can you take it?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. After 106, 95 feels chilly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on record with that. I am. But we have in-laws. My in-laws, some of their family lives in Arizona, and we used to go there every June. Do you remember that when the kids were little? We used to go there every June because my kids like this. They have this ranch there. We would take them to this ranch, and we just did a lot of fun things. But there's something to me, not everybody's a heat person, but you leave their house at 10 o'clock at night and it's 93.
Oh, yeah.
And I just love that. I think that feels right. To me, that feels right.
You like to be very, very warm, and your husband.
He likes it ice cold.
He likes it cold.
We should not be together, but we have found each other. Yeah.
You do the separate cover sleep where one's under, one's over? What
happens is, so now that he's shooting in Vancouver, I am living my best life. And so I miss him terribly and thoroughly.
I swear she said they were married, right? They're married.
No. But I keep the temperature the way God intended it at a balmy 80 degrees in our house. And I'll come home and the air conditioning's on. And I think, who turned this air conditioning on? And I'll call Mark and I'll say, the air conditioning's on. And he said, I know, I turned it on from my, because he's got the
an
ability.
App or something to
he's got an app.
On.
And I said, turn that air conditioning off. It's freezing in here. And he says, he thinks that it's somehow I'm going to create like mold spores from keeping the house. So he's controlling the temperature from afar.
I think we can get the app on our phone and we can toy with him when we're on the air.
Oh, we should do that.
I know how that app works. We can do a lot of things to him while we're on the air.
Yeah.
So, anybody come on the subway? Anybody use the subway?
Yeah. Not today.
Anybody use the subway this week, last couple of days? I want to show you something.
I know what this is.
Take a look at this. Is a sign.
No man-spreading.
Yeah, that subway passengers are seeing. So,
close your legs.
There's I guess guys at times will man spread. And, and they take up people's space.
They take up the universe.
And so they're actually banning man spreading in public transportation in Madrid. This is they have said, the lawmakers, the governing bodies, they have said
in Madrid they call it man spreading.
In Barcelona?
In Barcelona. They call it man spreading. Thank you, Julian.
That's
good one. You guys don't get it, but you'll get it later. You'll see. You'll Google it and you'll get it later.
In Barcelona?
Barcelona, they call it man spreading.
You know, if anyone lives in Southern California or other parts where there's actual space outside of New York, the LA version or suburb version is when someone parking space spreads. They park their car across the line of the parking spot to take two because their car's just too beautiful or something for a car to get next to it, which is very frustrating.
Yeah, that is. Or they could just be a bad parker like I am. I have bad parks.
You can't get between the lines?
I can't get between the lines. I don't know what it is. There's something about me that I just can't stay in between the lines.
Just like you can control your air conditioning from a phone, cars can park themselves now too.
I gotta get one of those cars.
They can.
I gotta get a self-parking car.
Get yourself that Ford Fusion.
Now listen, I have to warn this audience. I've told you about this before. You don't listen to me, but I'm gonna tell you again. You have to stop cuddling with your chickens.
Is it becoming an issue?
Yes. Do not. I know. Listen, I feel it. I know. I see a chicken. I want to cuddle it. I want to hug the chicken. But you shouldn't hug your chicken, and I'm going to tell you why. You're causing salmonella outbreaks all over the place. Do you want to get salmonella? No, no. But hugging chickens and snuggling with them, and again, it's not a judgment. I understand the impulse. I am a chicken snuggler in my heart. But if you are a chicken snuggler and a chicken cuddler, you could become a salmonella spreader. So just keep that in your brains. I get it. Yeah.
There's a trend that I'm not quite sure about. There's a fashion trend I was seeing in the paper, and I had one of these back in the day. It was hot pink, and I wore it around my waist. It was made by ARNETT, and it's called a fanny pack.
Oh.
Apparently,
Gelman has never let his go.
I kept it going.
You know, if he invested $15.99 in a fanny pack, he's going to keep wearing it until it falls apart.
Yeah.
yes,
Mine wasn't pink though.
Well,
No,
got a problem with my pink? You got a problem with my pink panties? My pink panties?
Wear whatever color panties you want. I'm not judging.
Problem with my pink panties?
I'm not judging.
I tell you what, I could charge money to see your
my pink fanny pack. So yeah, I mean, lots of stars. I saw Leo was wearing a fanny pack the other day. Lots of celebrities. I guess the good news is for guys, it's a place to put our gum and our phone, and for your nuts and your berries, gum and whatever.
His protein bars. His protein bars and his phone charger.
His concealer.
His concealer. You like to exercise. I like to exercise, right? So there's a new exercise craze sweeping the nation. It's called the Dog Squat Challenge. Have you seen this? Yeah. Okay, so Chewy's here.
Chewy's here!
Chewy, what are you doing? Hi. Hi. Hi, lady.
Hi,
lady.
Chewy.
Oh, it's Uncle Rai. It's Uncle Rai.
Hi, Chewy.
Yeah, it's Uncle Rai. She's very stinky right now. Tomorrow's bath day.
She's got a little indigestion.
Yeah. Okay, so salmonella.
Okay.
Don't cuddle your chicken. Okay, so I guess it is.
This is a trend for exercise.
It's an exercise trend, but people have been Instagramming dog squatting. So you squat.
The weight of your dog?
I mean,
this is not the right outfit.
No, I know. Here, you dog squat.
Okay.
Okay. So she's a terrible.
See
how good Ryan is?
Wait, Chewy!
She'll get into your purse and get your gum, just so you know. You know what I like about Ryan? This is why another reason you're going to be a good dad. Instead of dropping the dog, you threw yourself to the ground. You're a good person, Ryan Seacrest. Chewy, come here.
Come on, we're trying to exercise.
Come here. Now, we need this. She just wants to lay down. She just wants to lay down.
So the idea is that you're burning calories with the weight of the dog.
It's too bad that Spread Eagle Fridays isn't a thing.
Chewy, you would not be allowed on the subway in Spain.
Chewy, you are lady spreading, Chewy.
Yes, please.
Chewy's lady spreading. Okay.
Okay. We need to get an Instagram shot.
This is an Instagram.
Okay, Cal. All right.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Try it. You can try it. Try it.
I'm squatting.
She doesn't like it.
All right. There you go. Go over there and play with Art.
Okay. There she goes.
She's so cute. All right.
That's what you get, by the way. If you're in the market for a dog, we got Chewy from the North Shore Animal League, so that's what you get at shelters.
Life changer.
Yep.
So cute.
Good dog. She is a good dog.
So shall we run it down? What's happening today?
Yeah, we got a big show. Will Arnett is here.
Kate Mara is here as well.
And we continue our summer-long cooking competition with our Eat It Like It, Share It Summer Cook-Off. I really do like the title of that competition. Eat it like it, share it.
It just rolls off your tongue.
It's a very teenager thing.
This week, we have a dynamic brotherly duo whose weekly YouTube videos rack up millions of views per recipe. They're Josh and Mike Greenfield, known as the Brothers Green. They're here making Korean barbecue steak tacos and kimchi slaw.
Now,
that is a Friday morning.
By the way, Gelman loves kimchi so much, he would live on a diet of kimchi.
Of just kimchi?
With a side of kimchi.
Do you like it spicy?
spicy and garlicky and but Mrs. Gelman does not like
Mrs.
No,
Gelman
Mrs.
doesn't
Gelman
like
does
it.
not like it at all. I will oftentimes get text messages from Mrs. Gelman saying, "He had kimchi again, I'm just warning you."
Wait, are you telling me that Gelman's not your first name?
It's not?
I think America thinks that is your first name.
It is. I go by like.
There's a
like
Mrs.
Madonna.
Gelman?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Just to remind you, the chef with the most digital votes will win $10,000 for charity and their bragging rights if they've won the Eat It Like a Chair Summer Cook-Off Championship. And weigh in each week and on your favorite, who you think should win, and you'll have a chance to win a 6-night trip for 2 to Aruba.
I like it. All right, so we'll do that in a little bit. It's time for Burst into Spring Travel Trivia.
That's Martine LaRose from Montreal, Canada. Can I tell you something? I'm going to tell you something. I looked at you and I had a feeling you were from Montreal.
What?
Because you're so stylish, you look so chic. I mean, you look just like the chicest lady ever.
I know. That is, I feel like I should put on my other hat, my other job, be on the red carpet and say, who are you wearing?
Yeah. So good.
Zara.
Zara. Great.
Just like the Emmys right there. Well, thank you for being here. Let's see what we got on the phone. Dawn Kestner from Snohomish, Washington.
Snohomish.
There she is. Snohomish,
Dawn.
Wash. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. What are you up to?
Just getting ready to go to work today.
What do you do for a living?
I am a programmer at the public library, so I do story times for children.
Do you,
That's so great.
does the library still have microfiche?
No, I'm sorry.
What? Seriously? You don't have microfiche?
I've been trying to find microfiche.
Yeah, it's in, once in a while you'll find it in a dark basement of one of the libraries.
Do you still have the Dewey Decimal System, right?
Well, of course.
Okay.
Duh.
Well, I almost fainted. I was like, no microfiche? Hashtag, bring back microfiche.
Please.
They have hard drives now.
I'm on a hunt this weekend.
What's a hard drive? Can you
Oh,
speak English
gosh,
down
yes.
there?
Wrong language. All right, let's see what you're playing for. Let's spin the wheel. Here we go. Good luck to you. Let's see what prize. Whoa, this is good.
The St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua. 7 days and 6 nights in a royal suite. Doesn't that sound royal?
Royale.
Oh, it's all inclusive. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $8,200. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Dawn, good luck.
Thank you.
Here we go, Dawn. Focus. Earlier this week, we talked with Riley Keough. Where did Riley say she and her family go for dinner around Christmas time?
They go back to Graceland.
They do, and you got it.
Congratulations. You and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6 nights at the St. James's Club and Villas in Antigua. St. James's Club and Villas, Antigua, tucked away on a secluded 100-acre peninsula on the southeastern coast of Antigua. This all-inclusive hideaway offers breathtaking ocean views, 2 white sand beaches, 6 distinctive swimming pools, top-notch restaurants, complimentary water sports, and much more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,200.
Very nice. Congratulations, Dawn. Well done. So now you can help a lucky member of our studio audience receive a $500 movie ticket package from Fandango. Oh, you want that, don't you?
They really do. They want it.
Pick a number between 1 and 235.
I'm celebrating my 24th wedding anniversary this year, so I'll go with 24.
There he is. Oh! Will Arnett is next. We'll be right back.
Still ahead on Live, we continue our Eat It Like It, Share It summer cook-off with a recipe for barbecue tacos. From the new film Megan Levy, Kate Mara. And coming up next, Will Arnett.
and jumps.
That was very weird. You were just, you were representing like your crew.
Yeah, I was pretty,
did a great job.
excited to see you. Now, you're Canadian.
Okay, well, we don't have to start accusing people of things.
I'm just saying, your fan club is up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
There. How's it going? How are you?
So, we just got back from Niagara Falls, which I love so much. I have the best time when I'm there. Did you go there a lot as a kid?
I didn't go a lot, but I definitely went a few times. I remember going to a hockey tournament there when I was like 11. I remember, do they still have, my dad and I did the thing where you can take a photo and like a fake barrel going over the falls.
Oh, they've got all that.
Yeah.
It's majestic. There's no other way to describe it.
By the way, so I've known Will for a long time, and I saw you filling in for Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
And he did such a great job.
Oh, thank you.
It was a tough time for Jimmy, and you stepped in and did a terrific job.
It was a crazy thing. I was nervous.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah, I was nervous going because I didn't want to mess it up because Jimmy's a friend and he's got such a great show over there. And then I did it and I realized, God, any monkey could do this, you know?
Yeah.
No,
This hosting things that
Listen,
it's not true.
everybody can do it.
It's not true at all. You know, it's really, really hard. There's so many things to think about. You got to concentrate all the time. I mean, people, you know, watching at home or in the audience are thinking like, oh, it's just easy to show up and you just start talking. Not at all. It's much more difficult than you think. So
You should try hosting this show. It's pretty much exactly what you just described.
Anybody could do it.
Anybody could do
No,
it.
it was really fun. And I said to Jimmy, you know, obviously he was going through a tough time and I was happy to sort of pitch in any way that I could. So we were texting during the day as I was rehearsing and stuff, and I said, it must be weird for you. Probably feels like a house guest rummaging around through your stuff. And he texted me back and said, I prefer to think of it as you're driving while I'm sleeping.
He's in the backseat just taking a nap.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a better way to think about it.
So the 5th season of Arrested Development is coming. That's very exciting. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, we're really excited. We're starting this summer to shoot that, and we've got everybody back, even Jason Bateman. I don't know why we're including him, but we are.
Yeah.
At last,
I mean, if you have to work with him, I guess he's fine.
If you got to. No, it's so exciting to get back with all those guys. I'm really excited, and Jason truly is my brother, and so we're really, really happy to...
He really is the nicest man.
Yeah.
And don't you think
he does appear that way, yeah.
You're a Little League coach.
I am a Little League coach.
So you know all about this.
I am, yes.
So what kind of... Now, first of all, Little League means that you are coaching, obviously...
Baseball.
Baseball.
Yes.
And...
Boy, you weren't kidding. Oh, man.
And
come on.
What kind of a coach are you?
I'm the kind of coach... You ever seen The Great Santini? No, I'm not like that. I'm not that. But I did. You know, it's funny. We had our last practice before the playoffs started a couple weeks ago. Our team, we were the A's in the rookie league, which is 8-year-olds, and we won the championship last weekend. Yeah.
Nice. Bring it home.
Against the Brewers, who were awesome. They're great team, great kids, and I know a lot of those kids and a lot of their dads. I felt bad 'cause I know half the kids on their team, they're crying, and I felt terrible. But anyway.
Who's their coach?
Just
another star?
Some guy.
Some guy.
No,
Tom Cruise.
just a nobody. I like fly to LA or come back and forth between New York and LA like everybody does, and then you say, hey, you know who's on my flight? Who? A bunch of nobodies. So anyway, we had our last practice before the first playoff game, and I was kind of running the practice. Our manager was out of town, and then so we were running them through all the stuff that I wanted them to pay attention to the next day, and then I kind of said a few things, and the next day he calls me up, the manager, and he says, hey, did you promise the kids that if they win, you're going to give them each $100? And I said, yeah, I might have said that. I mean, I was kind of kidding.
Yeah.
Although it just reminds me, I do owe 11 8-year-olds $100.
Whatever it takes. We'll come back with Will Arnett and find out about a porta potty visit that has gone extremely wrong. You'll see video. Will Arnett in So why'd you create this show?
I wanted to do something that was a little bit different. I wanted to do a show that was kind of reflective of what life is like, in that, that it's kind of a drama and it's kind of a comedy. You know, I always say you don't wake up in the morning and say, you know what, today's going to be a comedy day, and then all day you're laughing. Today's going to be life comes at you in different angles all the time. You know, you start off great, something happens, and you end up great. And you know, who knows? So I wanted to do a show that was kind of reflective of that.
Right. Now tell me about Chip. Is he still an alcoholic?
Yes, he is, but he is starting to look for the daylight, if you will. And yeah, so there's some heavy things in here, but we really get into some funny, lighter stuff as well.
I think it's hysterical. In fact, they shoot it in Venice, which is just beautiful and cool. And I was on a bike path not too long ago when you guys were shooting, and I pulled up, and it's very well secured because I said, no, I know, Will. Like, sorry, it's a closed set.
Come on.
No, but Will, he's there.
No way.
But it must be the coolest.
Had I known, like, who is the guy who's not going to let Ryan Seacrest in? He's fired, first of all.
You're flaked security.
Yeah. It's very funny that you say that because when you've been in New York shooting, my sons have seen you everywhere. Like it's, you know, they'll come home from school and say, I saw Will Arnett on the street today. Apparently you are out and about.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tell us before we go here to break, what happened with the porta potty?
So my friend David Sullivan, who plays Dennis on Flaked, sometimes reminds us a lot of his character. And he gets himself into situations. He'll be like, he's the kind of guy who'll come up and be like, oh my God, I just shot a nail gun through my hand.
Right.
Like, why? Like, I was trying to get coffee. And so he went to use the bathroom, the porta potty. We were shooting on location, and I brought a video of what happened. Just take a quick look.
All right.
So I'm in the bathroom, using the bathroom, and they didn't check to see if anybody was in the bathroom. And I'm rolling down the street right now in the bathroom. Well, I feel like my life's in danger. I mean, what?
No.
Totally true. It totally happened. My favorite part about it is that he's in the bathroom wearing shades.
Right, of course.
But his character writes himself on that show.
I mean, that is, that's season 3. That's the opener of season 3.
You're right.
Season 2 of Flaked is now on Netflix. Coming next, Kate and Mara. We'll be right back.
I'm so happy to see you.
That commercial was too fast. We don't have time to get our mint
We're
done.
having an Altoid for breakfast. Breakfast of Champions. She's one of the hottest young movie and television stars in Hollywood. Please welcome Kate Mara.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I love this dress.
I can't raise my arms in it, though. So.
I know. It's hard
to
with
move.
those dresses. It's like, oh, hi, everybody. Yeah. Oh, high five this way.
Yeah.
But wave that ring around. There's an
Oh,
my
yes.
Yeah, they got a little bling there, Kate.
Yes.
Stop.
That's right. You got engaged. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
And did your brother also get engaged?
My little brother got engaged like 2 months later, so it's
No
it's an
kidding.
exciting
It's
time
contagious.
in the Mara house. Yeah.
Yeah. So where will the weddings happen? Will they happen at the same time? Are you planning a joint wedding?
That's actually a great idea.
I mean,
save some money.
That's
a great idea. Yeah.
I mean, that's what listen, I eloped. I'm all about saving money on the
love
wedding.
that. You know what? I love that idea.
Yeah.
Elope.
Spend it on the honeymoon. Trust me.
Good idea.
Lots of good advice comes out of this show.
Yeah. Yep.
Might have to call my mother and tell her the bad news.
Yeah. She might be upset about it, for sure.
And your family owns the New York Giants.
Right. Yeah. So it's, you know, I take it back. They can afford the wedding. They can afford it.
Have you ever sung the national anthem at one of the
When I
games?
was very little and very dumb.
No. Really?
Yeah, when I was like 14, my grandpa, you know, would ask, will you sing the national anthem? And to me, I was so young that I didn't realize how insane and nerve-wracking that was. I was like, yeah, I'll sing for my grandpa, sure. And then the Giants won the first game I sang at, and so then they were, it's superstitious.
It's a good omen.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I grew up and realized how just nerve-wracking and awful that is. So like I haven't done it in years and won't do it again.
But I bet you're really good. I mean,
I wouldn't say I'm really good, no.
I bet you are. I mean,
You're a performer.
I'm a performer.
At the end of the day, your grandpa's not going to be like, my granddaughter's a mediocre singer. Watch, everybody. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think he just loved me a lot.
Did you see Chewy backstage? I think I see Chewy's head.
Came
back
into
there.
my dressing room.
Oh, really?
Like the nicest cuddle. Yes. So sweet.
And you have a couple of dogs that
What do you have?
I read in the newspaper this week they're going to be in your wedding.
I love that that's even in the news.
I saw it in the paper.
Breaking news.
That
They
is-
will be in the wedding, yes.
You know
They're
what?
old. They're very old.
The news is so dour these days that I think people look for kernels of hope.
So
like,
cute.
Kate Mara's dogs are going to be in her wedding.
Everybody's talking about it. When we come back, we'll talk to Kate about
I know.
what it was like meeting the war hero she plays in her new movie. Be right back.
That's a scene from Megan Levy starring Kate Mara. This is a true story.
Yeah.
These stories are so compelling to me.
I know. I loved the fact that it was a true story about a female Marine. It's so rare that we get films about women in the military. And then also it's, you know, it focuses on the canine unit, which is such an incredible thing that most people don't know much about.
Yeah, he's a bomb-sniffing dog, right?
Yeah, and I certainly didn't know a lot about them, but I love that we're bringing attention to these, you know, sort of unsung heroes.
Did you spend time with the real Megan? And,
Yeah.
And did that, I would imagine that when someone's alive and you're playing them, it adds pressure to play off the role.
And then add on on top of that, she's a Marine, which is like incredibly intimidating.
Right.
But she's the most down-to-earth, vulnerable, sweet person. And I think I kind of had a preconceived notion that she would be, you know, this sort of hard-shelled
Marine. Right,
yeah,
sure.
But I immediately just felt at ease with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you want to see Varco and Kate and Megan Levy in theaters today. Great to see you. Thank you.
Coming up next, we're going to eat it, like it, and share it. Now, someone kick off.
Okay, it is time for our Eat It, Like It, Share It summer cook-off with a brotherly cooking duo whose weekly fun and easy online cooking show has racked up over 50 million views on their YouTube channel. Talking about Brothers Green. Eat, please welcome Josh and Mike Greenfield.
You guys are really Hello? And hello.
Hi.
Oh, that's not awkward at all.
What are we going to be making today, guys?
So we have some Korean tacos, Korean-inspired tacos. Obviously, tacos are not from Korea, but you can turn anything into a taco, right?
Yeah.
Everything can be
And I'm assuming you two are not from Korea as well.
We are not. We're from
You assumed, right?
somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Somewhere around here. Okay.
We live in Brooklyn. That's what people do in Brooklyn. They you know, merge food and make cool, trendy stuff.
I've been to Smorgasburg.
Yes. That was right
That's
by
like
our house.
that's our stomping grounds. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
So we are going to get started first with marinating the meat. We have some flank steak here, and we're going to put you guys to work, first of all. I hear you've got some mean knife skills.
Oh,
Is that
I've
true?
got the best knife skills.
Mean is the operative word.
What about your grating skills?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, what would you like me to grate?
Okay, so we are going to make a bulgogi marinade. That's one of the most
How dare you use that word in front of me?
Bulgogi.
Okay.
So
you guys will get this later. Okay.
There's a delay. There's a delay.
There's a delay.
So these are all of the ingredients, classic Korean ingredients. We've got ginger, we've got, you know, Asian pear, Korean pear. This
Love
is
an
like
Asian pear.
my favorite fruit ever.
Me too.
Yeah, and this will actually tenderize the meat. Most people don't think about putting this with meat, but it marinates it, it tenderizes it, and it provides some sugar as well.
Well done. All right, so what do we need to do?
Did you know that this marinates that?
Yeah.
Gelman is the Korean master. He's talking.
nice.
Yeah, he knows all about it.
Okay, so I should.
Yeah, so you can grate that. And Ryan, how about?
And very careful.
I just grated the nail polish off.
She's mean with the grater.
That's fine.
Here you go, Ryan. You're gonna do the ginger. There you go.
Okay, I'll grate
While you guys get the marinade ready, I'm just going to cut the steak. And you could just marinate it whole, but the beautiful thing is we make all quick cooking, glorious stuff. So just cut it in half, and the marinade's going to become friends with this thing in here.
Yeah.
You're making
We'll be over here. You
friends
take
with the
over.
marinade. Okay, so we're also going to add a few more things to this. We've got some soy sauce. We've got some sesame oil.
that's my favorite oil.
Yeah, exactly. And that's strong stuff. So
That's
you don't want to do
you don't
too
need too much of that. All right.
We've got sesame seeds.
Okay.
A lot of sesame.
I once had sesame oil spill in my book bag when I was in high school. I was so embarrassed because my book bag for the next year just smelled like sesame.
Did you really carry sesame oil?
Why were you carrying sesame oil in your book?
Most of us had Capri Sun, and he's got sesame oil.
It's a long story. I've been cooking for a long time.
So we're also going to add a little bit of sugar as well, and that's going to caramelize on the grill. It's going to be awesome. Josh, how's that going over
The meat's going well. I feel like we have one of those magic...
Yeah, we do. We have a magic already cut meat. So
so
got the sauce, got the meat. Let's get into the marinade.
Okay.
How long do you put in the marinade?
Mix that. So the cool thing about it, Josh sliced it up really thin.
Yeah.
So you can throw that in the marinade for, you know, 5 minutes, or you can do 3 days if you... Well, I won't say 3 days. That's a lot.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go
a lot.
5 minutes to 1 day. How
Get it
about
on the grill? We're getting it to the grill?
This one's been properly marinated.
Yeah.
Swap.
How long did you marinate that one for? Just if you're guessing.
Okay, I would say 4 hours is a really nice mark. So go for 4 hours.
If you marinate it in the morning, by lunchtime, it's ready.
Perfect.
What's also cool is you could cook some of it and then let the rest marinate and kind of get a sense like I cook it for lunch and dinner. It's going to be more marinated.
Okay.
Cool.
We're all looking for that.
What goes with the meat?
Yeah, so you guys work on that.
Tacos, a lot of times you have the slaw.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is, if you guys want to take this kimchi.
Kimchi.
Oh, this is Gelman's own personal kimchi.
Just the juice.
Just the juice of the kimchi.
It's
Okay.
like fermented and it's peppery and glorious.
Got a nice spice.
So take some of that. We'll do some of these guys.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with
it really does.
in there.
Do you guys smell that?
For us, cooking is all about feel. So it's like you want to just throw stuff in.
It's like how much do you like? I like a little more, put a little more.
Yeah, like a little salt goes in there.
Yeah.
If you want to chop this up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see those knife skills.
Here, I've already chopped it.
Oh, my God.
Look at that. It's already done.
Beautiful.
And the perfect part about this slaw is that we have the kimchi going in. So that's going to provide so much flavor. It's fermented. If you guys aren't used to kimchi, I would start slow, you know, a little bit at a time. It's intense flavor, but once you get the taste for it, it is is
Let's build this taco.
Want to build it?
Taco.
So,
You've been grilling these things up, Mike?
No, I haven't, but now I will.
Boom, this is...
What about the sauce over here?
Oh, so this is a gochujang sauce, the gochujang mayo. Basically mayo. Gochujang is like the new sriracha, but it's Korean style. So you mix
a little
that
spice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ryan's got it. And just a little bit of lime juice. A little bit of lime to balance it out.
A couple of tacos here.
And what's this one?
That is the gochujang mayo.
Oh, it's already done.
So you're adding gochujang mayo to gochujang
That's like
mayo.
Inception.
Would somebody label this stuff,
Basically
please?
Inception right there.
Lime?
No, it should be clear.
It should be.
We need music. We can like
Wait, we need that.
I need that back.
There we go. Back in the action.
Okay, you want to do a cool...
Wait,
there it is. That's beautiful. Should we taste it?
Set up a shop at
It's smelling so good.
It smells so good.
And it's fun to make, and the colors are beautiful.
We love
Very
this guy.
simple. Well, that's
Can we just do it?
Yeah.
I got it taken like a taco.
I'm doing this.
All right, brothers, here we go.
Oh my
Tasty
goodness.
dance, you know?
Oh, well.
That's delicious.
You want a fresh?
That's delicious. Right here?
All right, boys. Thank you very much. That's great.
I like them. I like
Love the barbecue.
Yeah, I do.
It's breakfast time here. We're going to post today's cook-off video on our Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook pages. You can help the Brothers Green advance to the finals with Instagram likes, YouTube likes,
This is delicious.
Twitter retweets, and Facebook likes and shares. By weighing in, they have a chance to win $10,000 for charity and to become the Eat It, Like It, Share It Summer Cook-Off Champs.
Casino valued at just under $5,000.
Good job, guys.
We'll be right back.
If you'd like to know more about anything you see on live, log on to our website at kellyandryan.com.
Very exciting news, everybody. Very exciting. We've partnered with Target as our summer entertaining partner. Yeah.
So, all summer long, our staff will be taking quick Target runs to pick up things we need for the show at the last minute.
Exciting.
So, for example, after eating, we may need more mints or...
Mouthwash.